Here we go. Now holler if you hear me, yo.
It's like the old days when we used to use just the camera.
I can't be on camera yet.
Who can't?
I can't.
Well, you already are.
That's unfortunate.
That's why you said hit the live button.
That's really unfortunate. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate
I
this.
said hit the live button. I hit the live button. I was doing as you told me.
I'm tired of your snaffles.
Look, I just got here.
It didn't look like I saw anything that I was needing to see.
Now you good. You good. Good to go.
You know they were out of Coca-Cola at McDonald's? Yes, sir. So you know what I got.
I know what you got. I know exactly what you got.
I got lightheaded.
I knew it.
23 flavors of lightheaded. I had something else exciting. I've had build-up of things I wanted to talk about on the show. They're all gone.
Where'd they go?
Memory faded away.
Oh, he's faded. That'd be Thanksgiving, Mr. Jernigan. Appreciate you, sir.
Steve?
Steve.
I got a wallet, Steve.
I like pizza, Steve.
I like pizza, Steve.
Get this non-sponsored beer I'm drinking tonight.
Look at that TV pour.
Look at that.
So it was mentioned today. I'm going to leave the names out. It was mentioned today by a female at work that a gentleman customer had said to her, "Where's the head?" And she was like, "Why would you ask a woman that?" And the way I perceived her, it was my perception that she maybe took offense to this. Not necessarily offense, but that's the best way I can put it in words.
Yeah.
And once again, that was my perception based on her verbal,
She was taken aback.
her verbal enunciation of the way, she was saying.
Right.
Why would you ask a woman that? Da, da, da. She's like, yeah, I work in a parts store, so I know what it is. But why would you say that to a woman? That just seems so crude to me, or whatever she said. And I thought about it, and I thought, but the head's the bathroom. And then I thought, but the head's called the head because of ships, at least in my knowledge. So I was kind of taken aback myself, like, why are you offended? On the ship, the head was at the head of the ship. And oftentimes there was a carving of a person at the front of the ship there, on the bow, if you will. And you would say, I need to use the head because you were at the head of the ship. It wasn't an innuendo of any kind towards male anatomy.
Right.
I was just thought that was something for us to talk about for a minute.
Yeah, it is. While I'm over here figuring out what it is.
And I talked about it for a minute, and that's that. See, I don't have anything showing that we're on. There we are.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, Patsy Jericho's watching. What's up, guys?
But
Happy
it's not letting me
Thanksgiving.
share anything. It's not showing me that it's on.
Oh, yeah, let me share.
I understand this, Travis. I've now shared, and I've liked it.
Oh, so you see it now. You're now watching. Thanks for that emotion flurry.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Well, we was waiting on you.
You was?
Yes.
All right, everybody, welcome to the
Next episode?
of the Everyday Joe Show. I'm your host, the Travis Reed. You might have heard me before.
Yes.
14.
Yes.
I'll take it. That 12.
Yes.
14 again. All right, I'm just going to do that the whole show.
Yes.
Yes, no. All right, guys, here we are. Episode 315, Thursday on a Tuesday, here in Studio 11, since Thursday is Thanksgiving.
I got the Thursday going up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Got the Joes in the studio and their Tuesday.
You should write that down. There's a pen right beside you. We got a skeleton crew in here tonight. Bull is doing something, and Eli's doing something too, but not with each other.
They're separately doing things.
They're probably not either one of them doing anything at all.
Which is nothing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just kidding. It was short notice, but what's up, Jimmy Neutron? How are you, buddy? Tooth? How are you now?
I'm not so bad, thank you for asking. How are you, Travis?
Not so bad, good, and you?
Yes.
Ha ha! What are you drinking tonight, buddy?
That's Dr. Pepper, because they were out of Coca-Cola. At the McDonald's, I try to get the Coca-Cola.
Well, it hits different.
Well, because it's specially formulated, if you will.
Them lines is code.
They code lines.
Code lines.
But they were out, and they were only taking cash tonight.
Sounds like a bad idea for systems in place. In my opinion.
They had some people turned away.
I'd say so.
But
I'd say so.
but it's hitting really nicely for a fountain Dr. Pepper. This one's delicious.
Well, I prefer a fountain diet Dr. Pepper as opposed to regular Dr. Pepper fountain. But when I go to McDonald's, I'm getting that Coke.
I'm trying to get that Coke, though.
Hope says the Sprite hits different.
I believe her.
That's what she likes the Sprite from the McDonald's.
Ha 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 ha.
Got him.
Your mom.
Your mom's car. I don't know what that means. Cohen's been saying it. I myself,
What are you drinking this evening, Travis? I know what it looks like.
non-sponsored beer this evening.
Oh, Bobby Martin.
Bobby Martin, right there out of the my own personalized.
It
Pilsner
says the
glass.
Travis Reed. It's etched.
It is. It's etched.
How's it taste?
Like a non-sponsored beer.
Delicious.
It is union made though.
I heard tell it was made in the Union,
It is.
and that it was a fine Pilsner.
It says so on the can.
I'll be darned.
Boom, boom, right there. Right there it is. What about that?
I like it.
Yeah, that was quick and easy because the other two ain't here.
And what do you? Yeah, back to you.
Where are they? I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do, guys. If you're watching us there on the Facebook Live, you like what you're seeing, hit them stars for us. We would appreciate it very much. So,
What about Travis's hair, guys?
yeah, it's the first show I did sans curls. That's all.
I can't think of a show you've done in a long time without some kind of hat.
Yeah, no, I've been over a year.
Look at that hair.
Yeah,
It is gorgeous.
it is. I got where that's all I could do was wear a hat because the style that I had it looked, because I might be thinning on top there a little bit. The style I had it looked silly when I fixed it. It looked silly beforehand. I get that. I was waiting for that joke to come out. But
You didn't have to wait long. You made it
I
yourself.
made it myself. So I just tried. I was like, well, let's just cut it off. I've been wanting to cut them off for a while anyway. Megan was not very happy. She liked the curls, but
Got the curls for the girls.
curls for the girls.
I mean, I still see some curls up top.
Yeah, that's a little bit. That hair's still there, barely. Barely. I like it. The only thing I miss is when I shower, I'd whip my hair around, and I can't do that
You
anymore.
can't whip your hair back and forth.
I'm
sorry, Miss Smith.
I know.
Somebody told me I looked 50 today.
Did you punch him in the throat?
I wanted to, but he was older than me.
Doesn't matter.
He was 70, 80. He was 80 something.
Okay. That's
So his sight might be off, but he said I looked about 50, and I said, "Well, thank you, sir. I'm 41."
so now the running joke's going to be you're 50.
Yes, Sanders, I am thin on top. Thank you for noticing.
At least he needed chicken tender correctly.
This is also correct. I can correctly eat a chicken tender.
What are you talking about? Oh, man. All right, guys. Thursday, Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. I'm fired up. It's one of my yes, Jimmy, we should get Keith to sponsor me.
Because your hair's falling out.
Work on that. One of my favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. Nobody expects anything but some good food. So I'm fired up, ready to eat.
Kim's already got her brine ready.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's going to brine that turkey.
She ain't going to do it.
She does it.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but not a day over 50.
Yeah, I like it. And this year we only have to go 2 places on Thanksgiving because we're
What?
doing the Megan's mother. We're doing hers on Sunday at noon. So that way our stomachs won't expand like they did last year, and we won't make ourselves sick. So I'm still gonna throw down. Though. I'm still gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. It's happening.
What are you gonna do with all the time you're saving, not having to travel to an extra?
Drink.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, because Friday's Black Friday.
It is. There's gonna be some sales.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go partake in some. I believe. I'm probably not gonna open up.
Does that mean today was Cyber Tuesday? Yesterday was Cyber Monday.
Yep, it sure meant that today, yesterday.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Cyber Monday.
Keeping on with current events, are you?
I try.
You're doing a fantastic job, sir. Fantastic. So
Your spare parts.
you are spare parts. So Black Friday, you gonna do any Black Friday shopping, buddy?
No,
No.
I'm planning on not doing any.
You
actually.
gotta work though, right?
No,
You're off on Black Friday.
I'm off.
Wow.
It was a majestic gift. I was initially scheduled on Black Friday,
Right.
and I showed up to work last week, and it had changed drastically. And I said, "Whoa, it shows me off now." So apparently, something came down the pike that said reduce staff on Friday.
So, okay.
And by reduce, they took me off, and I was like, "Well, that's a reduction.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Not
guys.
gonna complain about that one.
Bye bye."
Yeah. Bye bye now. Also some.
Are you shopping Black Friday? Are you going out in the malls?
Yeah, we'll probably do. Walmart.
Well, if you're gonna, I'm gonna. I'm gonna go with you guys.
Yeah, it. I got talked into last year, so that was fun. Not really.
I doubt we really will. Kim's not big into the crowds shopping.
Yeah, it's silly. It really is. But
She went with Judy, Mother Judy, last weekend to the what is it? How do you pronounce it? Tangers or
Tanger Outlet.
Tanger Outlet. And she said it was a ridiculous spectacle of stupidity.
I've seen a few TikToks on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Newton, Mr. Google there. Cyber Monday always falls on the Monday immediately following Thanksgiving and Black Friday. In 2023, Cyber Monday will occur on November 27th. So you didn't miss it.
Thanks, Jimmy.
All right. And also, exciting news, Stroke of Midnight, Thursday night, the new Apache Jericho single is coming out.
What?
Yeah.
Do what?
Do what? Now, I've been privy to one of them. I don't think this one.
So you realize now I have a reason to stay up to midnight.
That's right. I've been privy to one of the songs, but not this one. I don't think the one.
I like Apache Jericho. They're my favorite.
Yeah. They're good guys, man.
I like them.
Love
a
them.
lot. They were fun. I had to leave that night.
Need to.
I had bowel movements.
You did. Need to have them back on.
I wish they'd come back.
Yeah, that's what they need to do, for sure.
Well, why don't they?
I don't know. Somebody needs to ask them.
Why don't you?
Hey, you guys want to come back? Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I like it. All right, guys, we're going to take our first break of the evening. We come back. I had an exciting trip last week. I think we're going to dive down that because Tooth had been to this place I've been before as an adult. I have not, and he told me I'd love it, and he was not wrong. So
I've been twice, and I loved it both times.
I've only been once, and I loved it then. Also, we're going to talk a little bit later about what our favorite, and we've done this before, but what our favorite Thanksgiving food is. So I can't wait to do that. It's going to make me hungry. And I just smashed a French bread pepperoni pizza.
I think I'm going to choose what my favorite food that is going to be at my Thanksgiving dinner is going to be.
I like it. I like how you change it up.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 101.5 and Facebook Live.
Get the app.
All right, guys, if you're watching this Facebook Live, we're going to keep the mics hot during the breaks. This will be recorded and put out to the radio and should air Thursday to Saturday of some sort. So maybe. We shall see. We're going to try to keep it at a normal-ish time that we normally do when we do the radio. Just to try to make where I don't have to edit so much audio because I don't know what I'm doing. It's just about normal for me. But it is what it is. We'll get going back here in about 2 minutes or so. Ish. And as always, heavy on the ish.
Gotcha. I got you.
Oh, Jimmy, I thought that was just you just posting a picture of a ham. Didn't know that.
Right. Right, I got you.
About 1 minute, guys. We'll go back
We're doing a podcast
to talk.
tonight since we're not going to be able to do one Thursday night. So I'm over at Travis's right now. We're not on the radio, but we will be on the radio Thursday night. So we're recording it tonight. But anyway, well, are you off tomorrow? All right, well, I'll holler at you either this evening or tomorrow. Okay, well, sounds good. See. Stephen Lynn's got 2 hernias in his testicles, 1 hernia in his abdomen, and 2 kidney stones in his left kidney.
He's pulling a Travis, except for the kidney stones.
He's all in, boys. He's all the way in.
Let's wrap my face.
In your face.
Face. All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 315. Tooth. They're not here. Me, the Travis Reed. All right, guys. So Megan and myself,
Where'd you go, Travis?
we
Y'all going on a
went
trip?
to Lost Wages.
I like to call it lost wages.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. You stole.
I'm older, so you stole it from me.
Nope.
Nope, not working that way, are we? No, you're 50. I forgot you're older.
I'm old.
Not a day over 50,
Not a day over 50.
but you're 50. Hello, Granny Gran.
That's half a century.
That is. That's a long time.
God darn.
That's a long time. So she knew that I've always wanted to go to a Formula One race. I've been got into Formula One a few years ago with the Drive to Survive docuseries on Netflix. A lot of people have. Good program. I implore you to go watch it. Get a lot of new respect for those guys because those dudes fly. So she always knew I wanted to go see a race, and they were going to race in Vegas this year. She said, hey, what better time to go than now? So she got it. We got us a hotel room there at the Flamingo. And when we got there, good flight out, by the way. Let me back up a little bit. I got a window seat. That's where I prefer to sit because I like to see what we're flying over. I'm nosy.
I heard there was a trashy Tullahoma lawyer.
I was just about to say that. There was a trashy Tullahoma lawyer named Garcia Groves on my flight. Actually, I met him in the airport. We're sitting there eating lunch, and I get a text from Garth. He's like, are you at the airport? I'm like, how's he know I'm at the airport? That's weird. Yeah. Wait a minute, are you? Because I'm like, well, how else would he know? When I look over, and there he is in overalls and a red, like those long sleeve, like flannel shirts. I'm like, what are you doing? And he was going to Vegas for a lawyer conference class of some sort.
Yeah, that's what he calls it.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the flight there with
He
Garth.
calls it a lawyer conference class. I call it the dog track. Whatever you prefer.
I mean, it's a word for that. It's in the thesaurus.
Yes.
Lawyer meeting class equals
Synonymous with
dog track.
dog track.
So, and he asked me mid-flight, "Hey, we're still in the air?" I was like, "I hope so." Instead of on and in. I was like,
Are we still in the air?
yes. I said,
Because you were flying.
yes, we were. Good flight out there.
How was the turbulence?
Out there was not bad. Coming back,
Serious question on your pilot.
Mm-hmm.
How was the landing?
smooth the silk, both of them.
Awesome.
I mean, just
We don't even feel it touch.
Uh-uh.
Isn't that amazing?
no. I was like, man, these guys here. It was great.
It's that ground proximity system.
It is. So we get there and we on our way to our bags. We're like, oh, slot machines. So we hit the slot machines for our bag, which our bags took forever to come out anyway. So as I walked to go pick up our bags, we're already down. I'm already down $26. I'm like, well, this is how this is going to go. Get the bags. Megan, she's packed her. She used her older suitcase, so I got on the handle on
Oh,
top.
that's the one you ripped the handle off of, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I picked it up and it just snoop. What happened? I don't know. Anyway, so we go outside, and I was really impressed with how you leave the Las Vegas airport. They have numbered parking spots, and they have an attendant. And you walk out, okay, you go to number 9, you go to 10, and they got taxis sitting in those numbered spots. And you just get in the one they tell you to, and you go.
It's like a Chick-fil-A drive-through.
So efficient. I was like, why doesn't everybody else do something like
We're
that?
not all that smart.
No, I'd say room has something to do with it too. So we go to the hotel. Our cab driver was phenomenal. We get to the Flamingo. We go to check in. Long line. We're like, oh my gosh. Well, they got these little kiosks, so we're typing in, everything. They're like, you want to upgrade for a strip view? And I can't remember what kind of view we had, and it was like $26 extra a night. I'm like, I'll give you the money. Let's go. Let's do that. So we did that. Get up to the room. Open up the windows, F1 track right in front of our room. I was like, we didn't even need to buy tickets for this daggum thing.
We could have watched it from the window view.
And you could, a little bit later, you go, it's like, man.
You missed your calling, Travis.
Yeah.
You should have been voiceover.
Yeah, I think so.
Do it again. That's excellent, bro. How'd it sound when dude hit that manhole cover?
Well, funny, that happened directly in front of our hotel room. Like, if we were there, we were at the track at the time, like in our seats.
So had you been standing in your window?
We'd have seen sparks fly. Have you seen a replay of it?
I watched it twice.
Oh, that's it.
A little more than that.
The sparks were everywhere, so it would have. Downshifting.
I heard it. I heard it. You didn't have to tell me.
Okay.
God darn.
So room was great. It was hot in there. Every building in Vegas is like 75 degrees. I do not understand it.
It's a dry heat.
I was inside. But why is it so hot?
Oh, it's dry.
Why is it so hot?
It's dry.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh my goodness, man! It was horrible.
It was cooler outside when we went, so we were happy with the warmth. We went in December. Remember January,
yeah,
December, January?
yeah. Well, it was wasn't that warm at night, but still during the day, you can cook an egg in most of these places. It was hot. It was hot.
Boy, you've been places, man, it's cold enough to hang meat. Boy, it's warm enough in there you could bake bread.
Yeah, I did. I made my own dinner rolls, like Quincy's, the big fat yeast roll. Yeah, everybody wants to talk about Logan's and Old Charlie's,
Dinner rolls.
and Texas Roadhouse, but you ain't had a dinner roll till you had Quincy's back in the day. Now that was some dinner rolls.
That's a real dinner roll. That's fact.
Oh, that's a dinner roll. Matt Bogle said, Travis, I closed my eyes the second go around. It's like I was almost there. Hear me go.
I thought I was there when you were downshifting. I felt like I was in the car. All I was missing was the vibration.
Yeah, that vibration will happen to you,
Good
man.
vibrations.
But man, the hotel, it's one of the older hotels. Bugsy Siegel used to own it back in the day. Notoriously famous for being a gangsta, if you will. Very cool hotel. RuPaul's Drag Race has a residency there. Wayne Newton, I think he has one there as well.
Well, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
That's Tom and his
I know.
Jones. Tom and his Jones.
I know, but he's from Vegas.
He is from Vegas. Well, he's from England.
I mean, he had a residency in
I
Vegas.
think he's from England. I think I made that up.
Yeah, but he had a residency in Vegas.
He did. He did.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand what you're trying
Do
to
you
do.
get it?
I get it. I get it. Hotel was cool, though. Went down to the,
Didn't you have a? You did. Go ahead.
what? I did.
You sent a special picture and were like, "Hey, do you recognize this?"
Yeah. I did.
I figured you'd talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk about it.
You talk about it.
Well, it was a scene from. You said, "Do you know this from a movie?" And I was like,
Well, I ain't got there yet.
"Well, then I'm gonna stop and let you get there. How's the drink?"
Pretty good.
Golly,
I got more
I
blueberries.
gotta pee. Golly, no, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Goodness gracious. Tooth's all beside himself. It's because Eli and bullying here. It's confusing him, and we're being weird with our breaks tonight. So it's strange. It is very strange. But yeah, man, chime in anybody who's been to Vegas. Because I want to go back. Matt Bogle, I did not see Jordan. Shaq was there. But I saw him on the TV. I didn't see him in the real life. I didn't see anyone. I seen a bunch of people that looked like they were probably famous, but I didn't see anyone that I recognized who was famous. There were several people with, they get that famous hair. You know what I mean? Kind of like a 60-year-old man with a Bon Jovi haircut. You're like, that guy's probably something because he's still pulling off the Bon Jovi haircut from 15 years ago. I don't mean the Bon Jovi back in the 80s. No, if a 60-year-old man had that haircut, he might have been famous for like 10 minutes back in the early 90s or something. But I mean like the Bon Jovi haircut now. If you see an older man with that, more times than not, he is famous. Yes, Matt, we did hit up Fremont. The oldest casino in Vegas is up there. And I went through another older casino, and I'm walking through, and I could tell it was older because they just put carpet over the hardwood floor, and it was a creaking and not level. And then I seen a homeless man sleeping in one of the stalls, and it was weird.
Oh, that's how you know.
What you got?
I was going to say, when you were Fremont Street, you were talking about Fremont. Mm-hmm. What about the roof, the ceiling?
Oh,
Isn't that amazing?
It was cool.
Because it's got like a visual show on display the whole time when you're walking down through there.
But I would suffice to say that if you were riding down or walking down through there and you might have been ripped out of the frame or something,
right?
And you start looking up, walking, you gonna run into something or you gonna puke?
This either or could happen.
Yeah,
that's factual.
Yeah, I think so. So the really good thing I liked about the Flamingo is it's kind of centered on the strip. It's kind of halfway either way you go. So first day we go right, and we're gonna go to the Pepper Mill.
Yep.
And this is where I sent Tooth the picture. So it's like a mile and a half down the way there. We get in there, and we will go sit in the lounge, like the bar part. Because I look, and, Megan's telling me, oh, this restaurant was in casino. And I'm like, looking around, I'm like, no, it's not. No. So we walk into the lounge bar area. I'm like, oh, there it is. So we sit at the table at the little roundabout that they were sitting at with a little fireplace in front. They didn't have the fireplace on, thank goodness, because it was hot as crap in there. But we sat down there. You couldn't see anything because the red lighting they had going on was weird. So we ordered Bloody Mary. Got a big old Bloody Mary. And I ordered the Maserati omelet. An Italian sausage.
Was it fast?
It went fast in my belly, is what it did.
185.
That's what Joe Walsh said. It was in kilometers per hour, so I didn't see. I couldn't do the.
It's 212.
Yeah, come on. So, I get the Maserati omelet. It's got like sausage, mushrooms, cheese, egg, because it's made out of egg.
Because it's an omelet.
Yeah, and on top of it, they put spaghetti sauce on it, like a marinara type. Honey, the whole different delivery system with the omelet with that sauce on top, so good. So we got that. Got some hash browns. They were just scattered, which was weird. And do you know what you get served with this breakfast?
I feel like you should probably get the blueberry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do. You get the blueberry muffin.
Muffin, yeah.
Like the famous scene from Casino with Robert De Niro and
I call him Bobby D, but whatever.
Well, you know him better than I do, though. I don't know him like that. You know what I mean?
There is a really popular famous scene from Casino, though, that involves some blueberry muffins.
Yeah, and best blueberry muffin I ever had in my life. In my life,
They're baked fresh.
fantastic. It almost like they were baked in like a cake batter. They were so soft. It didn't have that muffin. You know how muffins are kind of dryish a little bit on it. This thing was moist all the way through.
Huh.
What?
The way you said it was moist.
Moist.
It was great.
They were great, and it had like a little sea salt on top of it. A little extra.
Oh,
Changed the game. Changed the game.
Did you go to Binion's?
Did go to Binion's. Yes, I think I lost $50 there.
Kim and I went because that was somewhere her dad always went. That's on Fremont.
I could see
That's a Bobby.
Bobby Martin going there.
That's a Bobby casino.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Apache Jericho's now changing their name to Moist Muffin.
Moist Muffin.
I like it. I'd wear a shirt.
At least write a song.
Yeah,
If you'd write a song called Moist Muffin, I would sing it.
absolutely. So we leave Peppermill. Awesome place, man. We got to sit there where those guys sat, and no telling who else have sat there. We leave there, go to Mob Museum. That was fun.
There's a mob museum?
There's a mob museum, and it's in an old federal
How
courthouse
did I miss that?
that those trials and stuff were held in with the mob. And the guy who led the investigation on the mob was actually a senator from Tennessee. First name starts with E. His last name was like Kefauver. But yeah, I was like, well, that's cool. This is where we need to be right here. I hope nobody finds out we're from Tennessee because they'll probably get mad at us. And I had a Tennessee shirt on, so probably figured that out pretty quickly. Nobody said anything though. I think I scared a lot of the kids. But very cool. It's got 4 floors with different kind of eras. You start at the top, work your way down. It's got everything from the early days of gangsterism.
You start at the top?
Yeah, there's an elevator though. Whew, thank God. Start at the top. Now we're
So
here.
You start at the bottom and go to the top.
Yeah.
And then go to the... This is a nice concept.
Yeah, you go up the stairs or the elevators, and then you start the tour up there.
Tour starts here.
Yeah, and then you
Finishes at the...
finish it at the bottom.
Well, I get that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you would hate to start at the bottom, finish at the top, and have to come back down.
Yeah.
It's much better to ride an elevator up and walk it down.
Yeah. Or you can ride the elevator down too. That's what I did.
These guys are geniuses.
I think so. And they had a
Yeah, see?
yeah, see what you did to my brother. So they had started at the beginning of gangsterism all the way to Pablo Escobar, El Chapo. Even had the hazmat suit from Breaking Bad. The actual suit.
What?
Yeah. And so that was pretty. They had a signed copy of script from Casino, like all the actors and everybody. Mark Scorsese autographed it. It's in there on display. I'm like, that's pretty neat.
Stone.
Yeah. So they got a speakeasy in the bottom, which is pretty easy to find. So I don't see how they actually classified it as a speakeasy. Speakeasy, you're supposed to be hard to find. But they bottle their own moonshine there. So we go to the back to get the moonshine, and they were like, hey, this is the clear, and it's this proof, and you guys better be careful. We're like, okay. They're like, no, that stuff's pretty strong. Okay.
They didn't know who they were dealing with.
I had no idea. I'm like, we make this for real. We don't.
Back home where we're from,
Yeah.
our granddaddies ran their gasoline. I'm sorry, they ran their cars off this instead of gasoline, and they drank it with their dinner.
Yeah.
They called it white lightning.
Wow. White lightning. But it was, I'm not even caring how I'm pouring this beer right now. It was pretty good. It was smooth.
I know you're lying.
What?
There's no way.
What?
Eli and I have had this discussion with you. There is not a moonshine out there. Everybody who's ever said, oh, my moonshine, try this moonshine, it's smooth. You're a liar. There's no moonshine I've ever had that's smooth except our friends at Branchwater Distillery.
They're pretty smooth.
They have some smooth moonshine.
Yeah.
And that's factual.
It wasn't smooth at all. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Then they had like a vanilla one that was pretty. And there was this lady, and she had on some kind of,
Clothing.
yeah, but I don't know what it was. Like a dress, but like a kimono, but not a kimono. And she had weird makeup. Like she was acting like she was 106 years old. But the guy she was with was 106, but she appeared to be about 50. And she
Like
was
my 50.
not like her legit 50.
Oh.
And being all weird. I'm like, what is going on? And they're telling her, hey, this one's a harsh one. This one's, this, and this one's like 80 proof. So she tried the 80 proof. She's like, oh, my goodness. So like clutching her pearls. And I'm like, lady, that was That tasted like a candy bar.
That was like water.
That was like water. Yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe a sarong. I don't know what that is, Matt, but you're probably right.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to talk about that on the radio.
No, you're not. I know what it is. It's fine. But anyway, my museum. If you go back, man, go check that out. It was pretty cool.
Can I just, since you talked about a speakeasy, can I talk about one?
Sure.
Okay. So Kim and I were on a vacation once, and we went to a museum. We were in Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah,
And when we
Georgia.
were down in Savannah, we went to a museum and it was talking about the Prohibition. And now, back in the Prohibition era, you know, they had the speakeasies because that's where you went to drink. And well, we went to this museum about Prohibition, and at the end of the museum, there was access to a speakeasy. And you had to have the little password. And then you got to go in, and it was like a little secret door, and it took you into a room. And then when you went into the room, it was a beautiful little bar, totally like you were in a time warp, though, back in like the 20s or 30s,
Right.
you know. Super cool. You could imagine being a little flapper in there, drinking your little drink
Yeah.
during Prohibition. It was awesome. So you got to talk about your speakeasy experience and how great it was. We had the same kind of great experience. There were some drinks on a little cocktail menu, and you kind of ordered the specialty drinks. You know, it was pretty much you get what's on this menu or you get a straight shot or whatever.
Right.
But it was really great, and it was a good experience. We had a lot of fun.
Cool. I like to go to some more, but
They talked about mobsters and gangsters throughout the museum, though, as well, also, etc.
in addition to.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but that was great. And then we left there, and I do not remember what we did later. I don't remember. We went back to the room, got ready for the opening ceremony, which we'll talk about when we come back from this break. Don't forget, guys, we still got some lunchtime theater and music of the week, and we're going to talk about our food that we're looking forward to the most this Thanksgiving. I cannot wait. I'm so hungry right now. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live.
Guys out there, get the app for the Rooster. It's out there. Just get it. Get the app. Thank you.
Yeah, Matt, I'm having the Miller Latte tonight. Non-sponsored beer. Common John went, no, I mean, I'm sure I could have went and got the beer, but I left the house twice and I didn't want to.
Moist.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying that now.
I like that word.
I don't care. I don't care.
It makes me happy.
I don't care. But yeah, the mob museum, man, it was, Megan had been to it before and she really liked it. And she was like, you got to go. Cause you know, I like the mob stuff as well. And there's a lot, and I had just watched something on Al Capone 3 days before we went.
About his syphilitic death.
Yes, and I read an article on it and then watched something. Anyway, so I knew that was pretty fresh in my brain. So that was kind of like, meh. But they had the wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. That wall is there. And I'm like, in my head going, how do they get that? I mean, I know they can get it there. I get that. But how they did it. So back when, I guess, when they laid brick, there was a numbering system of which brick went where. So they disassembled the wall, sent it to the mob museum, and then put it back using the numbering system. I'm like, I didn't even know bricks had numbering systems. I've never laid a brick before. But it was pretty cool to see that wall. You know, and it's got a, yep.
Words.
I think I'm having a stroke. Plastic over the top of it, like
a sheath, a tarp, a cover.
what are they called? Like the hockey boards. What's this called? Oh my God,
I don't know what
stupid.
you're talking about, so I'm sorry.
Plexiglass. It has plexiglass over the front of it. God almighty. So you can't really touch it, but you can. I mean, you're right there to it, and it was pretty neat. And then it shows like the autopsies of the charts, if you will, of the guys that got killed. And one guy got shot like 9 times, and he still wouldn't tell who killed him or who shot him, who ultimately killed him. It's like, man, that dude's hardcore.
Wow.
There's even a dog there, and they had.
You guys didn't go to the Grand Canyon?
Did not go to the Grand Canyon. Really didn't have time because there was so much to That's what I was telling Megan. Like, I feel like, because we're not big gamblers. I like to gamble. It's fun. But I'm not going to spend all my money gambling. I feel like if you're going to, I would need about 2 more days to go down the Grand Canyon, go up the Hoover Dam I've seen before when I was a kid. But to go see it as an adult, and there were a few more places that we didn't get to go eat, didn't get to go see. So I think that would be, I would need 3 or 4 more days to actually get it all in. And
You need 1 day for Planet 13, and you need 1 day for the Grand Canyon.
yeah,
And then those other 2 days, you can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, you need a day for Planet 13 by itself.
so I didn't get to go to that either.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't get to.
That's the largest dispensary in the United
Yeah,
States.
I didn't get to do. We were pressed for time.
Well, I understand.
We had a race, man.
Their dispensary, when you get out, when you leave to exit,
Mm-hmm.
you come outside, they have taxis. Their taxis say Planet 13 on the side, you know what I'm saying? There are advertisements on the taxis.
Oh, that's
and
pretty sweet.
You walk right up to a taxi and tell them where to take you home.
Them taxi things. That's great. All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show.
Hey, guys.
Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 101.5 at Facebook Live,
Hi.
episode 315. Tooth, me, the Travis Reed. We were just talking about earlier I mentioned the taxi service out when you left the airport, and then you were talking about Planet 13. They got their own taxis.
Well, I'm saying the taxis that we were in and the taxis that were outside the building all had a Planet 13 advertisement, however you'd like to pronounce it. The majority of them had a Planet 13 advertisement. So I'm not saying they own them, but if they don't own them, they're somehow probably affiliated with the company
Right.
in an advertisement scenario.
And I really, speaking of taxis, I like how the taxis even did at the hotel. You had a taxi line.
Yep.
And they just went. So if you can't get a taxi at your hotel in Vegas, something wrong with you. You went out the wrong door.
You don't even have to whistle. See, I was really nervous for the first time I went somewhere with public transport because I couldn't whistle with the fingers.
Yeah, that is.
I couldn't do that.
Right.
And I was really nervous. Come to find out, I didn't even need to whistle.
I didn't have to lift a finger. I just walk up. Can I get in your car? Yeah, let's go.
I mean, I had to open the doors. They didn't open for me.
Most of them open them for us in Vegas.
Wow.
The little
Oh, there was valet people.
little
out
fella
there.
out there. Yeah.
The concierge.
Concierge, yeah, and they're every one of them were super over accommodating. I'm trying to put the luggage in the taxi, and like, nope, I got it. I'm like, I know you're working for tip, but I ain't got no cash. Let me do it. Nope, got it. Okay.
Who goes to Vegas without tip money in their pocket?
I lost it all.
Man. Keep that little tip money separate from the gambling money.
You know I'm stupid.
Well, I do now.
I mean, you knew
I
beforehand.
should have given you a list of tips because I learned that quick.
Why didn't you tell me?
I should have told you. I thought you'd been before, but you was a kid and I forgot.
I was 4 and 13.
Yeah, you didn't have to pay for much.
I didn't play for a thing.
Couldn't gamble either.
No, I looked like I could when I was 13.
Did you
but-
guys do any go-karting or anything fun?
No, we watched go kartings.
Did you guys go by any chance through the in the little gondolas in the Tunnel of Love, the Venice,
Walk
the
by
boat
it
ride?
at the Venetian.
The Venetian? Yes.
Walk by it, but a lot of that stuff was blocked off because of the track.
Race.
So and that's another thing. I want to go back because I have not got to see.
Brad Davis is watching.
Hey, Brad. I didn't get to see Vegas in its natural state, if you will, because it is the natural state, and that's Arkansas. Anyway, what's wrong? Because of all the lights and stuff. Tell me, what is it? Yes.
Query.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing, the dome, the big dome,
The sphere. Oh yeah.
the sphere?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was on it? What was it?
It was all F1 stuff, pretty much.
Oh, they didn't.
Well, when I'll get to that when I start talking about the racing, because that's where we went. Wednesday night we went to the open ceremonies. Megan had bought tickets to that before we went out there, unbeknownst to me, because she wanted to have a little more fun out there. So the open ceremonies was like 30 Seconds to Mars, Keith Urban, 2 other people I can't remember who they are,
Jared Leto's band and Nicole Kidman's husband.
and then another girl who just brought it. I can't remember her name, but oh goodness, she was good. Journey, John Legend, and Blue Man Group.
My dad saw Blue Man Group once.
And so when we get there, she gets the seats, and they were kind of expensive. Everything F1's expensive. I mean, a Polo, Aston Martin brand Polo and a McLaren brand Polo, Ferrari brand, $140 for a Polo. The big puffy jacket, like a lot of them wear, $350. Insane. So the tickets, so we get there, and our tickets it says limited view. So we're like, what's that mean? So we get up there. There are 6 big towers on pit lane that the guys, the drivers are going to stand on and the bands will perform on. We could see one limited view because they overhang. Megan's like, we ain't sitting here. We ain't sitting here. And me, Mr. WD, right? I'm like, oh, we can't move. We'll get kicked out, blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there for a few minutes. I'm like, I'm not sitting here. Because our section was almost completely full for the middle-class folk buying the affordable tickets. Downstairs. Him downstairs. Completely open. Middle part was kind of taken up because that's where the action was, but on either side, no. So we sit down there, and Journey was right across the road from us. Like I stared in Neil Sean's eyes when I was playing his part on the air guitar. I killed it. Some dude, I posted on Instagram, and some guy was like, man, I felt like I was there. Note for note.
You should start doing air guitar lessons.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to use a lot of the stuff you got me as props.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I'll have my books laid up here.
I've really helped with your career growth.
Yeah, you have. You bought my first air guitar for me.
This is true.
So Journey was fantastic. I never got to see Journey.
We have, however, seen a Journey cover band.
True.
Which was phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. So we had a really, really good time. And the good thing about those tickets for F1, they're very expensive, but your food was free.
Do what?
Yeah, Wolfgang Puck had catered it. Mass catering, of course. But you had like 8 different stations all lined up. Chicken and waffles, chicken salad, which was like an Asian chicken salad, with lettuce, and you had to eat it with chopsticks. Fried peanut butter, or deep fried peanut butter and jelly. Spare rib, grilled cheese. A few other things. Churros. You just walk up. Hey, you want 1 or 2? Give me 3. Okay, here you go. You just get them. Drinks that were non-alcoholic, coffee, tea, Coke, Diet Coke, all that jazz, hot chocolate, free, completely free. Beer was like $12. That's about
the going rate.
That's about normal. Wouldn't you?
Hell, it's really, think about it, it's $2 cheaper than some of the stuff we buy at the old Bridgestone.
Yeah. So I was like, well, my food's free. If I wanted a Diet Coke instead of a beer, which I didn't do that.
Why would you?
No, it's free. I'm like, this is pretty. So that was a pro for the F1 tickets. You did save on concessions.
I think it's an advantage. You can call it an advantage.
I'll take it. So
it's a perk.
It is a perk. Did that. Did the F1 driver intros. That was really cool. Verstappen and Checo was across from the Red Bull drivers. Right across from us was pretty cool. I was in the same room as Lewis Hamilton. He was actually the Michael Jordan thing. I didn't, it was him. It wasn't just his arm.
Yeah, but the rooms there can be really large. What size room were you in?
The size of an F1 track.
So it was a big room.
It was a pretty big room.
Huh.
Same room though.
But you were in it.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah.
But it's not like a Michael Jordan thing.
No.
Because you were in it.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah. See, you follow me now. I'm glad.
This is a really cool story, bro. And I do get it. Because you were in the same room, so it can't be anything like the Jordan thing. I get it. I get it. Because the Jordan thing, you weren't even in the same box. You were across from the box looking in, zooming in.
It was the same way with Hamilton. I was zooming in.
I figured. But you were still in the same room.
Yeah, I was in the same room. It's fine. Same zip code.
Huh.
I didn't have to zoom in my camera.
Man, I'm hungry.
That's a lie. I had to zoom in on my camera.
Well, I'm starving. You want to get some food?
So that was neat. Then next day we went down to New York, and went to.
What is that? Hold up. I don't know about that.
It's a hotel on the outside of it. Looks like New York.
Oh, I do know about that.
Yeah, we ate breakfast at the Paris or something like that.
Yeah, I know about that too. It's got the little Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm. Went to was it Hershey's World or something? The Hershey
They
store.
do have a Hershey something. You go to Lego store at all?
No, no. Went to the M&M store.
Did you do the Louis Vuitton?
Mm-hmm.
You did do the Louis Vuitton?
Yeah, I wouldn't go in a Rolex though, because I have a fake one on. So I was like,
They'll call me out.
yeah, I would.
What else was it I was going to talk to you about? I forgot. It don't matter.
I went to Lids down there,
Yeah.
and
Sunglasses Hut or Oakley's thing.
saw some. Yeah, we didn't go Sunglass Hut, but we did look at some Oakleys. Got a new Jordan hat that matches my 5s
At the Lids.
at Lids. That's purple and green.
Heck yeah.
Megan bought me that. And then Stranger Things. They had a Stranger Things store.
Wow.
Yeah, which was neat. If you like Stranger Things, I really don't care. Then where else? We went so much, man. It's hard to remember like every single little thing. Went to Walgreens. It was
We
fun.
went to, which I know you know this already, but we went to one of the Guy Fieri joints.
Yeah.
Why am I stupid all of a sudden? and can't
Flavor Town
think of what they're called.
restaurant.
Yeah, it was a Guy Fieri restaurant.
Yeah, plexiglass. There was one 2 blocks from our hotel. We never went to it.
We went and I had that macaroni and cheeseburger, and it was phenomenal. We had the trash can nachos, which literally come out in a miniature trash can.
Everybody kept telling me to make sure I went there and got those, but I
They were so good, dude. They were so good. That's where Kim got the margarita. Nope. The Bloody Mary that had, like, the bacon, the pickle.
Right.
Like, it was, you've seen the picture.
yeah,
Waffle fry.
yeah, slider, cheeseburger,
It was huge.
yeah, chicken wing,
Yeah.
yeah. I really wanted to go there, and we just didn't work out because when we got back, we had to go back to the room, freshen up, because we spent all day walking down the strip,
Right,
all
right.
day. So come back, and we go to the, we could walk to the track or to our seats. It was half a mile, something like that, to the actual grandstands. So went down there, got in our seats, got a couple beers, got a little cold. I didn't bring my hoodie because Megan's like, "You're not gonna need it." I'm like, "Yes, I will." No, you're not.
You totally needed it.
Oh man! But once everybody got in their seats, it was fine. It was
Body heat started emitting.
yeah. So we get up there, and there's probably an hour before practice starts. They finally get going. We're like, "Oh yeah," and dude, like seeing it with your own eyes. And I've seen NASCAR, I've seen IndyCar. Those cars go fast. IndyCar goes really fast. I get it, but these F1 cars, oh smokes, man! We couldn't even take. We took video and tried to get a picture of it. Couldn't do it. They're just flying. So about 8 minutes into it, red flag. We're like, what's going on? What's going on? We had no idea. And then on the screen it says practice canceled. We're like, what's happening right here? What's going on?
Is it when
Yep. I had to find out because Philip Noel texted me and he goes, "Hey man, check this out," because he knew I was there and we would text back and forth. He's like, "Check this out." I'm like, "What?" It was a hole in the ground. I'm like, "What is that?" He said, "It's little sewer covers." I keep saying manhole cover, but those things are huge. It would probably killed him. This little sewer cover, little water cover, and the frame of it's concrete, and the cover is drilled into that. Those cars were going, so they're going over 200 miles an hour over those things, and the vortex of it just sucked that lid up into the bottom of his car, ruined the battery, ruined the engine, did over $2 million in damage to that car. Dude,
I have a question
I got an answer.
because I don't completely understand. I understand it's not a manhole cover now, but is it essentially the same thing, just in a smaller capacity?
Exactly.
So then my question is, I would feel as if they would know a person, a body, especially of the soundness of racing and physics, that this is something that would be a problem beforehand, and we would have something in place to prevent it. Am I wrong somehow?
You are 100% correct, because apparently this had happened before at another race, like another street race, like in Europe or somewhere like Monza or somewhere like that. So it happened before, and a lot of the people were blaming on that. They were more concerned over the pomp and circumstance of the race than they were the track. So they felt like that was neglected. And so since Carlos Sainz ran over it and it messed his car up, well, if you damage your car in practice or qualifying and you have to put another engine in or put another large component in, then you get docked like 10 spots on the grid. So you start 5th, well, now you're starting 15th. It's no fault of his own that his car got all the damage and they still made him start towards the back, which I thought was completely unfair. But rules are rules.
I was going to say, if it's a rule that's in a book, that's in a list of rules, unfortunate circumstances can happen, but it's not about fair or unfair at this point. It's just, hey, man, this is the rule. It's unfortunate that these circumstances happened. It's the rule.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I understand what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
not arguing with you.
Yeah, even a lot of the other drivers were like, and the owners, the team principals were like, I say we don't give him a penalty. I say we don't. But the FIA was like, if we do it for him,
Then we have
then
to.
it happens again. So I'm like, oh, well, that thing popped up and made me wreck. You open the
It's
door.
opening a door. And right now, let's just keep the door closed. It's a rule. It's unfortunate. Let's move on.
That's what they were trying to
Do.
avoid. Yeah. So, but, so yeah, 8 minutes we got to watch. When the yellow flag came out, Megan's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go pee and I'm gonna go get a coffee." I'm like, "All right." So she's down there and she's watching. They got this big screen out front, or behind the stands, and she calls me, "Hey, well, it's over."
Huh?
What? Because on our screen I couldn't see it because of the light rail. Because there were like 1,700 LED lights all around this track.
Oh, I got you. The light rail.
So the light rail, and I can't see where it says practice canceled. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we just went back and gambled the rest of the night. That took 15 minutes and we were out of money. So second practice was supposed to start about midnight. And we had tickets to it. We're like, look, we got to fly out the next morning. There's no way we can do that. So we was going to set an alarm because they postponed it like 2:30. So we'll set an alarm, we'll watch it, go back to bed and get up, and then we'll go to the airport. I guess we didn't hear the alarm because our alarm was... Megan jumps up out of bed. She goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Sleeping?" She goes, "You're on F1 duty. You failed. They're doing it right now." So we go over there and open the curtains, and we watched F1 practice right there from the hotel room, dude, and it
Aren't you
was...
glad you upgraded the seats?
Yes.
Or the seats.
The room?
The room?
Yes.
God, I'm an idiot.
Absolutely. We're both not doing too well.
Aren't you glad you upgraded the room seats? Because the room seats would have been terrible had you not upgraded them.
I agree. We've been looking at...
You'd have just been looking at the sounds.
I'd have been hearing... Where's that sound? Is that
sound.
Is that the guy at the roulette table?
That is him.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool, man, to sit there and in the room and watch that transpire. It was pretty neat. Yeah.
Right there in you skivvies.
Yeah. Didn't last long because I went right back to sleep. I was like, I'm sleepy tired. I'm not doing it. But it was pretty cool. Very cool experience. I ended up watching the race Saturday night. Started at midnight, our time. Very good race. And
When did you get back?
Friday? Thursday? Friday?
You was home all weekend?
Yeah.
Well, Bubba, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm mad
Why?
because I thought you was gone all weekend.
Huh?
You're fired.
I need to rest. I was sleepy. Sleepy and hungover.
We don't ever hang out anymore.
Anyway, you never hang out anymore. All right, guys, let's take another break. We come back. We got a little Common John update a little bit later. We got Lunchtime Theater, Music of the Week, and our favorite Thanksgiving treats. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
App. It's there. Get it. Gracias. Wow.
Went way too long on that. about the Eddie you're doing in here?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Did he done? Did he do?
I'm really, 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 really hungry.
You just ate.
I'm hungry. And I'm tired. I'm tired and hungry. And I want to do it again. I want to do it
hands are-
again. I want to do it again.
Hands are slick from that.
You got slippery hands from peeing on them?
Yeah. No, from the hand sanitizer.
Oh, you sanitized them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee, it's like moonshine,
it's like
smooth.
It's smooth. Oh,
Travis,
yo,
I won too many of that.
you did?
Oh, man.
You all right?
How's your mama there?
Look at man, that's good.
I'm smelling space.
God dang.
I'm seeing smells is what I wanted to say. And I
Oh.
said, I'm smelling space. I'm trying to explain to you where I'm at. I wanted to say,
Seeing smells.
and I said,
Seeing space.
smelling
Smelling
space.
space. We're going to use that from now on.
Wow. He was smelling space. Boys, he was out there.
Be careful, people. He's on that face fuel, isn't he?
I want to explain to you why that all happened in my mind, though. Read what it is called. See, it's spatial
It is spatial.
awareness.
It's spatial awareness.
When
my
I
dude.
get home, guess what I have in the freezer?
What?
Moose tracks, but not just any moose tracks. Guess what kind?
Alien.
Chocolate moose tracks.
Stop.
Did you know they made chocolate moose tracks?
I do now.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So good. You ever had the Moose Tracks yogurt? Like comes in a tub, but it's different. It's good.
Is it frozen yogurt? Yeah. Okay, no, I haven't, but I will.
It's good.
So this was the Purity Premium. So when you pull the lid off, it has a plastic peel off.
Right.
Well, you peel that off, and dude, it looks like it come from a soft serve machine because it's got like little pillars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got little layers. Like it looks like they were doing this, and they did
It's
and flattened it.
probably what they did.
What I'm trying to tell you is it was extra soft and delicious and like it whipped. It was whipped.
Whipped.
It seemed whipped,
Pour.
like it was oxygenated. It oxygenated.
Might have been.
That's a nice pour, Travis. You could be a bartender with a pour like that.
I drank too much to be a bartender.
With a pour like that,
You're right.
that makes a non-alcoholic beer look good.
It does, don't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show.
Hi, guys.
Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live. Episode 315, Tooth, me, the Travis Reed. All right, guys, now time for the Common John update. And sad to say, I don't have much because they have been closed. So they've not updated their stuff, their events yet. I don't know if there's any music this weekend.
I'll tell you what I know.
What do you know?
I know that somebody on the inside has at least for certain has definitely reached out to the one and the only Jed Harrelson.
No way.
There's been contact.
Contact has been made.
Contact's been made. I just want to put that out there.
Man, that'd be exciting.
If that effing happens, bro,
You're there.
not only are we there, not just me, but we. You, I don't care what has to happen. We will be there in a show capacity, promoting, enjoying, and living it up.
Living it up, he said. I do know January 20th, Sam Grove's going to be there.
Is that so?
Yep.
He is a good time.
He has a really good time.
He's been there before, in case you don't know, and it was, and I quote, a good time.
You're not wrong. So, guys, check out Common John Brewing Company. We'll be there this weekend. Press Box 11. We open. Don't forget Mug Club renewals are going on now. Now until I think it's LeBron at Common John. Now until I think the first week in December. And don't forget, guys, they do serve breakfast. And it's a mighty.
It's a really good breakfast, too.
I'm on them burritos.
I like the French toast.
You like the French toast?
I enjoyed it.
I like the burritos.
I like the French toast.
Yeah. We'll go and you have French toast. I'll have burritos.
All right, then.
All right. See, look here. And don't forget, I know Sunday poker 2 and 4. Good crowds on Sunday for poker. That is faux show. So y'all come see us this weekend at Common John Brewing Company. What is it?
I'm pretty positive that the biscuits and gravy are good as well.
Biscuits and gravy are good. I can attest to that. I've had them. They are good. And they got little breakfast bowls. If you're like on the hungry side, get one of them. Get your day started.
You know, there's something else on Common John premises that has good food.
What's that?
It's a friend of mine's business called Press Box 11.
Oh, man, that's me.
There is a sandwich or two on his menu that's to die for.
Which one's that one?
There's just several. I mean, the Mark Cuban is one of them to die for. I do think that the Dude Abides, the Tooth, is to die for. I also think that the French dip is one of the better French dips on the planet. And I know people think, well, it's just roast beef. It's your au jus sauce.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Use the drippings from when I cook it.
And also, you have a talent for potatoes, and your potatoes are phenomenal.
I didn't know where you're going with that.
I was going to go to potato talent. You have a talent for twisted potatoes.
Tater talent.
A talented twisted potato.
Often imitated but never duplicated.
It's definitely been imitated, but it's
has.
definitely not duplicated. You're Ninja Dust. I'm just saying, the food in your little location, your locale, there's lots of good food on the menu.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad you enjoy it.
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot.
The Intimidator.
The Intimidator. That's mine.
God darn.
That Intimidator, I put a little Italian dressing on that thing the other day.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah, it's pretty
Two
good.
turntables and a microphone.
It is, because when I had the original Everyday Joe sandwich, it's like a cold cut. I put that like oil and vinegar on it. So I put that on the Intimidator. Yeah. That was good. Very good.
Can I plug? Never mind. You're doing an update.
I'm done with it.
I want to plug something that's not local for us.
Yeah, do it.
I would like you guys to, if you're in the neighborhood of the Woodbury neighborhood, and you want to have a good meal, I implore you to visit Sophia's. It is a little bar and grill, and the food was phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal. I had buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Yeah. Fire.
Yes, made in house and made to order, not made in a pot sitting. Made to order. So the macaroni and cheese was absolutely creamy, cheesy, and delicious. And the chicken, the buffalo sauce, not overpowering, but a perfect combination with the said macaroni and cheese. I'm telling you, dude. And Kim had some steak kebabs, and she was kind of nervous because the chick, took the order and then took off. Didn't ask her how she wanted the steak cooked.
Oh.
So when she brings the food out, Kim's immediately, before she has set the plate on the table, hey, I'm going to need some A1. So the chick takes off to go get the A1, and luckily they have packets. And she's coming back with the A1, and Kim has at that point pulled some off the skewer and realized that, wait a minute, this feels tender and juicy. So she cuts one in half and eats a piece and was like, oh, I probably don't need that A1. This is amazing. I don't know how they did this, but it doesn't look like it would be the texture that it is. She said, here. And I took a bite. Butter.
Like,
Travis, you would
like butter.
You would have looked at it the way Kim did, looking at it from an exterior look, from a non-touching.
We're gonna need some sauce on it.
And you would have looked at it and you would have thought, I'll be talking to you tomorrow. But no, I promise you would have been like, seal of approval. I'll have another. I swear to you, you would have said that. I swear. And Kim's picky about her steak. She likes her steak to move a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, got to.
Medium, tops. She's a medium rare girl, really, but tops medium.
Well, you know why you can't argue with people that like
Because they're still chilled.
Yeah.
I know, that's my joke.
Yeah.
Your joke, but my joke just now, because I was saying.
Because you stole it.
You would have totally loved this. So, all this being said, the food was amazing. The drive's worth it. It's a nice, beautiful little scenic drive. It's right there off the square or by the square, on the square, whatever, and it's delicious. You should try it.
I think I may have. I didn't get that particular thing. I don't remember.
You know where else you gotta go?
Where?
Skips.
Skips.
You know where Skips is?
Winchester?
Yes.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
53 years, hub.
Yeah, 53 years. Yeah, I've been there.
It's good food. You
Good
know
food.
the burgers there?
Good.
And it's like a Buster's burger. I ordered a double because I'd never been. You know what I couldn't do with it?
Finish it.
Put it in my mouth.
Oh, you got a big mouth.
Even after the Guy Fieri
Yeah, you
Smash.
squashed it.
I had to pull
Wouldn't
the
happen.
bottom one out.
What, man, I hate that for you.
Don't. It was delicious.
Okay, I won't. I feel better about it now.
Now,
Yeah,
after saying all that,
Mm-hmm.
you compete with everything that I've had over the weekend.
I appreciate that.
Had I known you were home, I'd have come and eat with you.
Well, I had an In-N-Out burger while I was out there.
I'm sorry to hear that because we also did, and it's the worst thing we did while we were there.
My burger was good. Megan's was a little undercooked. French fries were from at least 2 days prior.
So they all are like that. Flaccid, that's their thing.
Right. Oh, the taste.
They're terrible.
The ones I had in Dallas,
Oh, yeah?
they were fine. They were fresh. They were hot. The
Still
ones.
flaccid, though.
Oh yeah. It's like Five Guys because they probably do fresh, and that's why Five Guys they do fresh fries. But you got to par fry them. You got to fry them once at a certain temperature, take them out, let them sit, and then fry them again at another temperature for a certain amount of time to make them crispier, not flaccid. I don't know if that's what they do, but the fries were not good. I ate 2 and I was like, nope, threw them in the trash. But my burger was fine. My burger was good.
Did you tell them no In-N-Out sauce?
I told them ketchup only
That's why your burger was good.
because the sauce ain't good.
It's Thousand Island. They put it on everything. If you don't tell them not to, it comes with their burger.
Oh, I'm glad I.
So you saved yourself because I did not know that. Obviously, I'm not from around there.
Right, you're not. You're from here.
I'm not from anywhere with an In-N-Out. So I was super, super excited. Oh, I want to try the In-N-Out. I want to try the In-N-Out burger. Let's go to the In-N-Out burger. So we go to the In-N-Out burger, and we had to walk. It was near Fremont Street. You know what I'm saying? Because it was down there near Vegas. Dude, I was so disappointed.
Oh, man, ours was like right around the corner from like literally right beside our hotel.
Yeah.
You know, we walked half a block, went down some alleyway, had a bunch of like a pizzeria and a bunch of bars.
It was like an alleyway.
Yeah, and
And then you walked into the thing, and you walked down, and there was a board in front of you or a thing in front of you, and then you go left, and you come back, and there was a big bunch of seats.
no,
No? Okay.
no. Because we was on the Strip.
Yes.
Yes, not near Old Vegas.
I understand.
Yeah, so we weren't there, man.
But-
I am disappointed too.
You're killing me.
I'm killing him tonight.
I could be wrong about where we were.
All right, guys, we'll take a break. We come back. We got some lunchtime theater music of the week right here. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Guys, if you could, get the app. I would appreciate it. The Rooster would appreciate it. Travis would appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. What are you writing? Nothing?
Well, there was no reason to ruin it for everyone, but no, I was writing nothing. I was pretending to be writing. I was Milli Vanilliing on the paper.
I mean, that's beautiful handwriting.
Girl, you know it's true.
You're like a modern-day scribe, if you will. Yeah. Yeah, I was really disappointed in that because I was like, man, it's going to be so good. 'Cause
Terrible.
the only one other time I'd had it was in Dallas, and it was, like I said, our burger was really good, and our fries in Dallas were hot because I always eat my fries first so they don't get cold. I ate them. They were fresh, hot. Everything was good. So I in and out when me and Megan were there. I was like, I'm going to eat my fries first like I normally do. 2 of them, threw them away. It's like, nope, not doing it.
You know what I'm going to have for lunch tomorrow?
In and out, Whataburger, Toots, chicken finger basket.
How'd you know?
Chicken finger basket.
Well, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Well, that's why.
It's a special.
It's a special.
You know what days I typically eat Toots? If I'm going to be eating lunch out, because now there's been a lot frequently recently.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You did know that I've been bringing my lunch. I've been
Yeah.
bringing my lunch a lot lately. But if I don't bring my lunch, it's Monday, Wednesday,
Yeah, because
Friday.
chicken finger baskets are on sale.
On Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Friday, I just pay for it.
Just treat yourself.
It's Friday.
Treat yourself. Yeah.
Monday and Wednesday, though, man, you can't beat it. You can't go any,
You can't.
You cannot go anywhere else and order the same amount of food for the same $10. I'm being for real. On Mondays, it's $10.95. On Wednesdays, because you have to pay for the sauce on Wednesdays, it's $11 or no, it's $12 and something.
Still though.
you cannot go anywhere and get the same amount of food for $12 and get a combo anywhere. I'm serious. Wendy's, McDonald's,
Sonic.
not a combo. Now you may go to one of those places and get their value menu, and even now on a value menu, a McDouble's $2.
Yeah. Used to be $1. I lived off them things when I was in Murfreesboro. Dude, all the time, man. All the time.
I've literally, and this is no joke, spent almost $9 and ordered everything from a value sort of menu down to the drink in size. I'll get the small drink, and I need the junior whatever and the mini blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
$9. So combos are 12 to 15.
Oh, yeah.
So you cannot go anywhere else.
No.
So I'm like, fudge it.
Yeah.
Now the only thing that does change it a little bit, and it still doesn't change it in my capacity, because if I go to Burger King or Wendy's and I order my normal choice of combo, I'm spending that $14.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every time.
So the only thing that changes your ticket is, I tip my waitress at Toots, so that changes my ticket total
It does.
a skosh.
Yeah, but
But
still.
like on Mondays, my ticket total's $15 and change.
Yeah, same as you would.
If I was at Wendy's, I'd be spending 14, and I wouldn't be as happy with the meal.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah, because Toots pretty consistent.
It's good food.
It is. Good foods, good times, good fun, or something like that.
Tuesdays is the burger. I've went on Tuesdays before.
I like a Toots burger. It's my favorite.
It's really good.
I messed around and got the sirloin sliders last time. Honey, let me tell you.
Really?
What? Little provolone cheese action on top of it.
No way.
Little sliders.
I'm gonna try it now. You've taught me into trying it.
I enjoyed it. Now, I got that buffalo chicken sandwich one time.
It's pretty good. I've had it.
The piece of chicken they gave me was bigger than the plate.
It's huge. Yeah, it's bigger than the bun too.
Oh my
You
gosh!
could cut the excess off and eat it like chicken fingers.
I cut the excess off and made it a double. That's because I'm fat. And that's what I could do.
But you can do that.
I can. I'm a grown man. I've had COVID. You can't tell me anything.
That's
right. All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live, episode 315. Tooth me, the Travis Reed. Now time for Eli's Lunchtime Theater, and he shocked me this week.
He kind of shocked me too. I didn't anticipate him watching something like that.
Yeah, he said he's been trying to watch Dune, but it's a little too sci-fi for him.
He's got to be talking about the new stuff too.
Yeah.
Because there was an
Yeah.
Dune
Hope's
back
read,
in the day.
Yeah, Hope's read the book. I think there's more than one.
There was not only the movies back in, I want to say the 80s. I know it was the 80s.
I'm pretty sure.
There was the Dune. Was it a double? Dune 1 and 2? I want to say there was a Dune 2. I might be wrong. But not only was there that, but there were the computer games. And back when personal computers were desktop computers, there
Right.
were no laptops, if you will.
No
I like to call
laptops.
them laptops.
Laptops. What are you talking about?
Talking about
Yeah.
computer you put in your lap.
That's in your lab? Like the dog? He kill your dog.
It's a laptop.
Yeah, that's a lot out of Eli's wheelhouse.
He's not a sci-fi guy, to me, typically.
No, I don't know if he's ever watched.
At least not that kind of sci-fi. That's
No.
like sci-fi, desert, space, future.
Time continuum,
Yeah.
flux capacitor. Like even like Star Wars, and I wish he was here to correct me because I'm probably wrong, but I think he might have watched maybe one or two of the original Star Wars, and I don't know if he's watched any of the rest of them. Honestly, he's just not a. That's not his jam.
I could see him watching the ones from the 70s because of the time frame and what was going on in our lives.
Yeah,
Much like I watched those when I was a Ute,
yeah.
but I did not. I finally watched the new ones because one of my buddy roommates at one point in time had them and wanted to share that with me. However, I did not until then watch them on my own, and I would not have. So I kind of feel like what I'm trying to tell you is I feel like he's more apt to have watched the originals
Yeah, I agree.
than I would have ever thought to him to have watched Dune movie you're going to talk about.
Yeah. I've not. It's on the Netflix, isn't it, or is it Amazon?
What movie did he say? What did you pick?
Dune.
Oh, did you already say it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't, so I was trying not to say it.
Yeah. No.
That's why I went Dune movie you're already.
Dune. Yeah.
So yeah, I just never thought him to be Dune.
No, I didn't either. So I may watch it now just to see. Is it a series though?
It might be
I think it's a series on the Netflix.
on the flicks, but I don't know because I haven't watched it.
I'll tell you what I watched today.
What'd you do?
And before we get that, Jim Holt, he wants to know what flavor you're getting tonight.
I've been having a lot. I've been having a lot of 6 this evening, but right at the end, you know how you get like an aftertaste note. Mm-hmm. It's been 23, and I don't get 23 very often.
No, you don't. I have to go back in the archives and see, but
It's very few and far between.
yeah, maybe once the other time.
Yeah. A lot of the caramel note has come through tonight.
I like that caramel.
I like to call it caramel.
I do too. I just did that to be a jerk. So I watched Matt Rife's comedy
Don't tell me about it.
special on Netflix. Have you watched it?
I'm not gonna watch it. Don't tell me about it.
All right, you're not gonna watch it.
You know I'm not gonna watch it.
Why?
You know why?
Because you're gonna see him.
Not only am I going to see him, but because of how much I spent on the tickets to go see him.
Well, this is going to cost you like $17.
It's not going to cost me anything because I'm not going to do it because I've already spent money to go see him live.
So I can't even tell you, man.
I wish you wouldn't.
Can I tell you? I can't even tell you what I thought about it.
Sure. It's not very good. That's sad.
No, I hope for your sake he does crowd work. Now, I have learned. I thought about this today. I don't laugh out loud by myself a lot. I don't know if a lot of people do or don't. I don't know. So I think watching something funny, I'd rather do it with other people. You know, like watching a action movie. I might watch it by myself, be like, oh, that was pretty cool. Or, you know, watching a drama or a documentary and be like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool. You know, and trying to figure out, you know, the dramas and the murders. Hey, how'd this go? But I just think watching that by myself was just it didn't live up for me. Could have been because I was by myself watching it. I mean, maybe Megan and I'll have to watch it.
Well, let me say this. A friend of mine on the Facebook had a post yesterday that said, wow, I'm glad I didn't spend $200 on Matt Rife tickets. And then someone in their comment feed said, are you referring to the Netflix special? And this person said yes. So that's as far as I read and thought, this special must not be special. I'm not going to watch it. Now, I haven't seen it, so you said this about, I hope he does crowd work. Does the special not include any kind of crowd work?
No.
Okay. So Matt Rife, as far as what I know of him, and I know absolutely nothing of the special other than that it has been made.
Yeah.
What I know of Matt Rife has all been on social media.
Right.
Which has been in some kind of real form, TikTok form, never in a full form. It's always in a, this was obviously funny, let's catch this moment of funniness and portray that.
Right.
When you see lots of those moments put together or over the course of a few days or however you would like to say that, then in your mind you have now built up this comedian and you want to see him. And that's where I'm at. However, all of the things that I'm going to speak of have either been crowd work or came from crowd work.
Mm-hmm.
Not one thing that I can think of was just him doing something that was a bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So for me, I'm going for the crowd work.
Yeah. And at the end, he said, you know, he was like, you know, everybody, you know, stood up and, you know, standing ovation, gave him, you know, was clapping. He was like, and everybody said all I could do was crowd work. And I was like, well, I mean, there were some funny jokes in there, and there were some ones that went over the line because he was in Washington, D.C., so he didn't get too political with the stuff. But he dipped his toes and stuff. You're kind of like, oh, there it is. And I've seen some complaints about it. But I'm just like, it's comedy.
Right.
You know, with like that one fella that you were talking about. What's his name? Brian. He just...
are you talking about my funny guy that does the skit about the plane going down, crashing?
Yeah. He stays on that line.
All over it.
Now, Matt...
He was on Saturday Night Live.
Killing that line?
Didn't even make it.
No?
Like, was supposed to be on and didn't even make it. Like...
They were like, no.
Something came out about him from his past or something. You have to look it up.
Matt Rife kind of... teetered that line a couple times. You're like, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. And then he would pull back. So I'm like, oh, man, come on, you can do it. But I didn't. It was good. Johnny, because you don't have any toes. Johnny says he never dips his toes in.
Because he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
Just on the one foot, though, right?
Yeah, just on one. But I tried. Then I watched that Kevin Hart documentary thing from a couple years ago.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, interesting. A little bit. Wasn't bad. But anyway. So Dune is Eli's lunchtime theater. Trying to watch it. We've not got a full review on it yet, so we'll check back next week maybe. Tooth, music of the week. What do you got for us this week, man?
Mr. Cadillac by Max Saturn.
Man,
Mr. Cadillac. It's groovy.
I'm gonna tell you what. He played that song for me before we started the show tonight. And if you listen to that song, no matter what you're doing, you're probably gonna be having a good time. Because that song is a good time.
It's a good vibe song. You know who showed it to me?
Who did?
Caitlin Clark.
Really? Oh, Mick.
Mick.
It felt like we were riding down back roads, got the in a convertible, just chugging beers, smoking hooters, and getting after it. It was it sounds like a good time song.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It is a groovy, catchy, funky tune, and I love it. And Caitlin showed it to us, and I think I have to give her a big, huge high five because it is really, really groovy. Mr. Cadillac by Max Saturn. It has been added to Tooth's Everyday Joe Show Tooth Picks. You can get to that list by simply hitting the link that is on our page. You can go to Spotify if you're a Spotify fan. You can type in Tooth. Once you found Tooth Picks, guys, hit the like button, and then every week when I add a song, you're getting a song.
Every time.
There's 261 songs currently.
A lot of songs.
That's a few.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's good road tripping right there.
Mr. Cadillac.
Man, I'm putting that on my list. That's a good song.
Jed Harrelson, I was talking about him earlier. Remember that?
I do.
He's got 2 songs on Tooth Picks.
Good time at that show.
Have I not got to talk about it?
Oh.
We haven't had a...
I know. I'm surprised we didn't even remember how to do this.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. I would really like to talk about that. I think I've been holding off and wanting to talk about it. So here's what happened. We went to the show. It was at the Underdog in Nashville. A little small dive bar. We get there. And when I say small, it's not a very big place, brother. It is not a big place at all. But we get there, and there's some other acts playing before Jed and his crew get up. But we get there, and there's this lady selling some merch at the front, and it's Jed Harrelson merch. So I go to buy some, and then who do I see in my midst but Jed himself? And we had spoken on the TikTok, through the TikTok messaging.
Right.
So I simply was like, oh, my God, there he is, baby. Look, Jed, there he is. And he heard us. Of course, I did that intentionally. And I reached out. We shook hands. I was like, hey, man, I'm the guy that told you I had was a part of the show, and you were my Everyday Joe show, or you were my Tooth Music of the Week. And he, oh, yeah, great. I'm glad you're here. So we talked, and I got his information with all of his information to he books his own shows and stuff, his email and this, that, and the other. And I bought a shirt, and we were having a good time, and we go over here to the tables.
Yeah.
And we're chilling.
Okay.
And then he comes out and plays, and he's got a guy on the saxophone, and it's phenomenal. And everything's great. And then it's over, right?
Right.
Well, then the guy, I guess, who maybe owns the bar, he had been bartending throughout the evening for certain. You may have thought that he was seeing smells,
Right.
but clearly, verbally, when he spoke, clear as crystal. No slurs, no, it was totally could have been a professor in the vernacular. Clearly enunciated his words, spoke fine.
Right.
But the way he walked and the way he was carrying himself, you would have thought he might have been hitting the drinks behind the bar or something, but who knows. He comes and declares that for the rest of the evening, we're going to be doing karaoke. And he opens karaoke with Girl Crush. And when I tell you this man crushed it,
Crushed
I mean, out of the park, hands down, crushed. I mean, hits the highs higher and beautiful and more crisp than any person I've ever heard do a rendition of that song.
Wow.
Hands down, one of the best performances of any song I've ever heard done.
Wow.
It was amazing. Jed's whole performance was amazing. Nothing about it was less than perfect and absolutely phenomenal. Since that performance, I have, and I follow him on the TikTok. I have seen several different TikTok videos of that night, of different portions of music of that night from his performance, right? Even caught my bald head in one or two of the shots, because it's not a big place.
Right.
I'm telling you, this is no joke. He had said to us, and I have seen on the TikToks, been playing Empty Rooms before tonight. He said to us that night, his audience, wow, I wasn't expecting this. I've been playing to 6, 7 people till now, meaning mainly in Nashville, but I didn't know that at the time. But he's been playing the Empty Rooms in Nashville, and this was a sold-out crowd. And guess it wasn't a big place, but, dude, there wasn't any room for anybody else, and it was a full house.
Sweet.
And there were people there to see him. And we screamed encore at the end, and he come out with the guys, and they played something I don't even think was theirs. It was just something, and it was wonderful. And at the end said, I'll never forget this night. Thank you all. And that's part of the TikTok deal. And, dude, it's just cool. It was a
That's
good
cool,
night.
man.
And Ray went with us. You may know her. She's the one that was kind of thought you were a decent, kind of cool person, and
Yeah.
then you told her how really into Lane Kiffin you were,
Yeah, she don't like me anymore.
and she hates your guts.
She does hate my guts. Well, it's fine. That's
She
fine.
thought you were like cool enough that she was like, okay, Tooth, you have a decent friend, and then you said you liked Lane Kiffin,
Well, it
and then
is.
she's like, Kim, I'm not even sure if you should be with Derek.
She got the question you.
She questioned me over this.
All right, guys. Thank you, Tooth. Guys, we're going to take another break. We come back. We got some Travis talk, and then we're going to find out our favorite Thanksgiving treat that's going to be happening Thursday. And also, we're going to find out what we've been thankful for this year. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Guys, if you're out there and you're listening, there's an app you can get at your app store, and it's called The Rooster 101.1, 101.5515. No, really, it's just 101.5 The Rooster. Get it. Do it. Do it. Get it. Get it. Do it. Get it. Did you get one of those dog hairs in your mouth?
No.
From your Zen pouch?
Yeah, it came apart.
That's what I said, from your Zen pouch. This thing came apart.
It was like the nicotine was leaking out.
Salute your shorts. Eat. Man, I'm hungry. I have to work tomorrow again.
I do too. Ain't worked in a week.
My brother's got a job.
Yeah, I know.
Is that bad?
No, I think he's still going to work. As of now, he's still going to work
Thursday night?
Thursdays and Sundays.
Sundays?
Yes. Sundays are only like 12 to 5. So
Sundays was the original idea for him anyway, wasn't it?
yeah.
Like his idea, I guess. Not
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, I hope this works out for him at this job.
Me too.
I think it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. I didn't mean it like that. I just mean I'm happy for him, and I hope everything just goes well, is what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I'm happy for him, and I hope everything just goes well.
Well.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Because I'm happy for him, and I just hope everything goes well. Why aren't you listening?
What are you talking about?
Man, your hair looks good.
All right, let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to the
Hey.
Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 315. Tooth, me, the Travis Reed. Now time for some Travis talk.
What are you talking about?
Got some exciting news. If all goes well, by Saturday, Press Box 11 is going to be on the DoorDash.
You're lying.
I got my DoorDash tablet in the house in there.
There's no way you can keep up with this. I don't think it'll happen.
Well,
There's no way. You're too fancy. You're not. I mean, you're not fancy enough.
No, man, you can do it. You can do it.
You got Wi-Fi?
Yeah. I watch the TV while I'm out there all the time.
This is unheard of. Unprecedented.
Unprecedented, if you will. Yeah, mainly.
Congratulations,
Well,
Travis.
thank you, man. Mainly, a lot of it's going to be like during the day for the DoorDash. At night, like Wednesday nights, and the night they have music, Friday or Saturday. I'll probably have to end up turning it off because it get real busy with the walk up. But during the day, for all the offices, the doctor's offices, stuff like that,
Lunches and
schools,
things.
yeah, they can DoorDash, and I'll have it ready, and DoorDash will bring it to them. So,
This is probably a lucrative venture for your future.
hope so.
Congratulations. I'll drink to that.
And also, what I'm getting tomorrow, I'm getting pagers.
Oh, like little table.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
your food's ready.
Yeah,
Because a
but-
lot of people go inside and then they get mad because their stuff's cold and it's their fault.
yeah, well, I had two the last two Saturday nights ago. Both forgot they ordered food. They come back like that, like two in a row. They're like, "Oh my God, I forgot to order food." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay. Like it's probably cold. Oh, that's all right. It's my fault." So this will kind of help that, and when I get busy, I can hand them out. And so hopefully I have those set up. I don't know. They'll be here tomorrow. I know, of course, I'll have to program them and all that jazz. Figure out how that's going to work. So yeah, I've got DoorDash. Hopefully everything works out. I had the system. I just got to get my menu approved, get some pictures on there, and we should be good to go.
I've got some pictures of your menu.
Do you?
Well, of some food off of it.
Yeah, me too. Come on. So that's it, man. And we appreciate y'all's support, especially last week when I was not there. We had El Conquistador, man, in the window.
Is he up there tonight? You closed
Never
tonight.
closed tonight, yeah.
Well, when we get done with the show, you want to run up there and just throw in the fryers and make some tornado potatoes?
Well, it'll take us 30 minutes to get them hot.
Okay.
Okay. We can.
Okay, cool. I know what we're doing.
All right, guys, take another break. We come back. We're going to
Talk about thankfulness and
talk
stuff.
about thankfulness and thankfulness of food. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here, Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Hey, listen, get the app.
I actually didn't drink a whole lot there in Vegas.
I believe that. It's expensive to drink a lot there.
Well, I thought if you were sitting there playing, I was playing the blackjack machine. Boy, I got my butt handed to me on that.
They used to bring you drinks around. They'd
Well,
ask if you wanted a drink.
They did, but not as much as I thought they would.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a lot more.
If you're spending more, the more you're spending, the more you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's free there if you're in there gambling.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like that anywhere else you go.
No,
You got to pay for your drink.
you do. And it's expensive.
But if you're in Vegas, no man, they come around. How you need a drink? I need a Jack and Coke. As long as you tip them when they roll by, they're happy. And if you tip them good, that also will keep them coming to you
Right.
more frequently.
More frequently. Yeah,
If you tip them well, I should say. My wife is watching. You know I love my wife.
I love your wife. She's awesome.
That is an awesome statement and also a correct one.
Yes, very correct. Proud of you.
You know, I'm pretty proud of me.
Yeah.
You don't know because you weren't here.
What?
I got the new tires.
For the Stang?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Burn them off yet?
No,
No.
but we have enjoyed them.
Yeah, they ride a lot better.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, he
It's like
says.
you're on rails, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell this part. I got to drive a simulator. F1 simulator. The McLaren one.
Yeah, here I was excited about.
You said rails. I'm like, oh, I'm going to think about that.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome. Forgot
I'm a
about
little
that.
bit jelly.
I'll show you the wall of hats when we get done at this place.
Hat
It
wall?
was stupid. All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here, Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 315. Tooth, me, the Travis Reed. Tooth,
Hey,
here, I got a question for you.
I'm ready.
What dish are you most looking forward to this Thanksgiving?
So I got more than one dish.
Oh, that's fine.
I've got a multitude of dishes, at least three.
Tell me.
So I'm not sure who is actually going to be the person making them this year, but I'm just going to say that my memory serves me as my mother and father were the first people I remember making them.
Okay.
It's a green bean bundle. It's wrapped in bacon, and it's covered in barbecue sauce.
I've never heard of such.
I don't know. During Halloween season, they disguise them and call them witches' toes. But like I said, when I was a Ute, my mom and dad made them when I was a Ute, and it was just a green beans. You take several green beans, you bundle them up, you wrap them in a strip of bacon, you douse that in some barbecue sauce, you bake them in the oven. They're phenomenal.
Sounds like it.
I mean, number one, just about anything wrapped in bacon is probably, just about anything, I was careful,
Thank you, Hector.
is probably delicious.
Oh, 100%. I've had a bacon wrap date, and it was fantastic.
There you go. I like green beans personally. I'm a fan of green
I like
beans.
green beans.
So this is a phenomenal dish, and I'm very excited to have it. I'm also very excited to have the fudge pie that will be made for my Thanksgiving.
I like a fudge pie.
Man, I'm big into the fudge pie. I
I've
like
heard that
it
about
a
you.
lot.
I've
lot.
I've heard.
And I'm going to speak for my children, especially for Alexis. I'm going to choose one for my kid. My wife, who is a phenomenal cook, she makes a brine every year and brines a turkey and bakes a turkey, and it's always moist and delicious. And look, to me, all turkeys are dry meat, but it's a moist, delicious turkey. And my daughter Alexis absolutely loves this. So I'm going to speak on that dish because it deserves it.
I agree. Sounds good.
Even if it's not my favorite, it's someone's favorite, and it deserves to be spoken about.
We got a picnic ham.
Well, I'm excited about that. That's my favorite, but I tried to be nice and speak on something that you've been putting your heart and soul into for several years, baby. But now that you've yelled at me, there's going to be some picnic ham at my house. And if you don't know, now you know. Picnic ham is the bomb diggity.
Oh, honey.
Kim's friend Amanda's mom
Yes.
made that for us, and oh my God, it smacked your mom in the mouth. Travis had it, and this I quote Facebook friends of the show, Everyday Joe Show fans, Rooster Radio listeners. Travis ate this ham, and I quote, "This is stupid. Tooth, this is stupid. This is stupid. It's dumb. This is the dumbest. No, it's stupid." And when he said that, at first I was taken aback, but then I realized as he kept repeating it, he was just knocked out at how dumb and ridiculous this ham tasted. Like, so good, it was dumb. It was so good, it was dumb.
Dumbest thing I ever ate. It should not have been that good, but it was.
Because he looked at it, he was like, it's just ham. It's just ham.
It ain't just ham.
It was nothing fancy about
Picnic ham.
it until you ate it.
Come on.
It's pulled apart like you would be eating shredded, like a barbecue. If you
Yeah,
would.
like pulled pork.
Like pulled pork.
Yeah,
Ham is technically, I guess.
I guess, but like you said though, like a barbecued pulled pork. I mean, that's what it looked like. Is the texture and everything?
Because it's dark.
Yeah, what it seemed to be.
Pulled pork's dark usually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Color-wise, texture-wise, it looks to be, when you look at pulled pork, like just strandly, it doesn't look like it's going to be moist. It looks like it's going to be dry. Now, when you look at it in a crock pot or something like that, yeah, it may be different. But if you're just looking at like 3 or 4 pieces in the air, holding them in your fingers, you're like, oh, okay. This is what this ham looks like. And then you eat it, and it's moist, delicious, sweet, savory, succulent.
succulent. I
Yeah.
like it. That's a good good choice. The picnic ham. Apparently, kudos to Lori Ramsey Floyd.
That's correct.
So
I'd rather say Kim's friend Amanda's mom. That's the way I'm going to always say it. Doesn't matter her name. That does not matter.
that's what it is.
I know she is Lori. That does not matter. It's Kim's friend Amanda's mom.
I'm looking forward. My mom was making me some chess pie, chocolate pies, and pumpkin.
We got some pumpkin.
We got some pumpkin with a whole tub of Cool Whip all to myself.
Listen, man, if there's any chance at all that I can trade you out some of our sweets for just one small sliver of chess pie,
Yeah.
I would do whatever it takes.
Yeah. We can do it. We can make stuff happen.
Pam pretends to hate me, but she knows I love her, and I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes to
I
get
don't
them
know why
foods.
she pretends to hate me, though.
That's just a cool thing to do.
What if she's not pretending?
She's pretending. Hector, he says he'll accept any leftover ham this year. He doesn't care how you ship
I
it.
was thinking maybe after the show, Hector, we could DM the address so I could get you some ham shipped over. We'll have to freeze it first.
Yeah, freeze it and ship it to Tampa. Be fine.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, all the way down.
I would do that for Hector. He deserves to taste this ham.
Absolutely.
I promise you, bro. This is not your everyday slice of ham. This is not your everyday piece of Christmas ham. This is not your everyday honey baked ham.
No.
This is number one. Lori made it very clear to me that there's a specific ham. And when I say that, like, brand, model, make, whatever, there's a specific ham, and that is the only kind of ham you will use to make the picnic ham.
Picnic ham. That's what it's labeled.
No,
Oh, I seen one at Food Line or something one day.
no. And that's not what she uses.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's a brand.
it's a brand.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gotcha.
like you have brand like Hillshire Farm is a brand, and Jimmy Dean is a brand, and Butterball is a brand. Those are brand names. There's a brand, and this particular brand ham is seasonal, and it is the only kind you can use to make it. It's not just. It's
So we can't just get it whenever we want.
James Holt says just ham. It's not just ham.
So
It's not year round. You can't buy this ham year round.
sound like Laura needs to get a bunch and freeze them.
It's not a Smithfield ham, but thank you for giving me a brand name of ham. It's not Smithfield.
My mom said she'll try to save you a decent slice of chess pie.
I would greatly appreciate it, Pam. Thank you, and I love you.
Look at there. Get you some pie. Looking forward at my dad's house. I'm looking forward to fried okra.
Is that right?
Yeah, I
I
love
never
fried.
thought you would be that guy.
I like it because my grandpa, he passed away several years ago. He'd always cook it, and it's lightly breaded. It's not fully encased in a breading like you would get at Cracker Barrel and whatnot, which is fine. But I prefer just lightly breaded with a little flour and put it in, cast iron skillet and fry the crap out of it. It is so good, and I think it's my cousin Sonia. I think she's the one who's Todd's wife, who is getting it dialed in to almost old James Reed style. Like, it's really, really good. I got in trouble 2 years ago at Thanksgiving because they just had like a little small, medium-sized bowl, and I put about half of it on my plate. And I've never gotten in trouble for almost eating everything till that day. They're like, geez, Travis, I mean, you're the second one in line. You took over half the okra. Yeah, sure did. No, I sat down and I ate every bit of it, every bite. Didn't care.
Huh.
And I'm going to do it again Thursday.
I came for the okra. You should have a shirt. I'm here for the okra. Hey, look here, man. Can I kind of parlay off of what we just talked about?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I'm going to miss
Yeah.
more than anything? I'm going to miss what used to be a staple of Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner. When my dad's mom was with us, she would every year make cheese potatoes. And her cheese potatoes were the absolute bee's knees, bro. And you know the Corningware dishes, the white with the little blue flowers?
Oh, yeah. I got one in the house.
Okay, so she would always use one of those Corningware dishes,
Yeah.
right? And the potatoes were sliced. Okay, they weren't. It was like a mash. It was a sliced potato, and there were several sliced potatoes in the pan, and there was I want to say it was pet milk, maybe
Probably
evaporated.
the evaporated milk, yeah.
She would pour the pet milk in there, the evaporated milk. You can't use sweetened condensed because it won't
No.
be right.
Uh-uh.
Don't ask me why that happened. But anyway, and then Velveeta cheese, and she would use French bread and put on the very top, and then she would bake this in the oven, and when it would come out, it was deliciousness. And I miss those more than you can imagine. And my dad, he makes them from time to time, and he
Right.
makes them really well, but he's never quite made my granny's potatoes.
Right.
And if there's anything that I'm going to miss on this planet, it is those potatoes.
Man, she was a good one. Good dancer.
Different one. Different grandmother.
Different
But
grandmother.
that grandmother, I never got the recipe in her steaks. She would pan fry, and it was the butter, bro. It was butter. It was the
Butter.
best steak. It was the only steak
like
in my
butter.
history, as a child especially, that I could eat and did not want steak sauce. Like it
Right.
was salt and pepper in a pan and some butter and
It's like butter.
some of that Washy Sister sauce.
Got to put that Worcestershire Cherie. All right, guys, we're taking a break. Last one here. We come back. We're going to find out what we are both thankful for. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get the app. He said Moody Muffins twice now.
Yeah, dang autocorrect. Come on, Brandon. Now Brandon done switched from the Apache Jericho page to
his own page, and he's done it on both pages.
My family's serving up a sweet Apache Jericho single. Comes out Thursday morning, 12 a.m. Put some whipped cream on it, baby. I like it.
Baby,
We'll be downloading it as soon as it comes out, buddy.
I'll be up. I'm getting up for you.
Setting an alarm, Brandon. We doing it.
When I went outside earlier to use the restroom, I swear to you, when I got done, I thought I was in the pool. I felt like I had been in the pool.
It's cold.
It was chewy
It
outside.
was chewy. All right, let's go. I'll edit. I gotta edit so much anyway.
Okay, Bubba, let's go.
All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 315. Tooth, me, the Travis Reed. Now we're going to find out, instead of what we've learned tonight, we're going to find out what we're thankful for. And I would be remiss if I did not go back and talk about another thing I'm looking forward to is Bonnie Patterson's dressing, her chicken and dressing for Thanksgiving. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, absolutely. So, Tooth, this year, what have you been thankful for? Like I said, this is my favorite holiday because you don't have to buy anybody anything and worry about if they like it. To me, Thanksgiving it's the time to hang out, talk to your family, watch some football, talk about stupid things that's funny, lots of laughs. And like I said, the only thing you bring is the food, and it seems like everybody's always got that one dish, their signature dish that they bring. My signature dish usually is Milo sweet tea, ice, and cups. I'm really good at bringing those. I cook them really well, apparently. So everybody's got kind of mapped out. You bring the mac and cheese. You bring the mashed potatoes. You bring the deviled eggs, but yada, yada, yada. So that's why I like about it. What I like about it is not the only expectations is good food and good times. That's why it's my favorite. Now, what are you thankful for this year, Mr. Clark?
Well, look, man, there's some givens, but I feel like for safety's sake and the essence of making sure you don't hurt anybody's feelings or whatever, obviously I'm thankful for my children.
First and foremost, yeah.
That's a given. But to speak to your question and to speak to it in a true, deep manner, this year I'm thankful for a few main things. And you may think this cliche, but I'm going to elaborate a little bit on a couple of them to make it a little deeper than that. I am thankful for my job. I was blessed to get the offer to be at the job that I'm at, to be with Quality Parts Express, to work with the group of people that I currently work with as my work family. They're a great, knowledgeable group of people. And they're good at what they do, and they care about what they do. And
Got some all-stars of parts there, buddy.
It's just nice to work with some people who care about what they do. And there's so many people in the world. I feel like, Travis, you and I especially have witnessed and talked about on this show before. There are so many people in the workforce that just are there to get a check, that don't care about the work they're putting out. That it's nice to work with a group of people that every direction you turn, someone that cares about their work. They take pride in it, and that is fewer and far between than what it should be. So I'm thankful for that. I'm very, very thankful for that. I am thankful for my wife because she puts up with me, number one. And everybody laughs and has fun, but seriously, she deals with me at my worst, and my worst is bad, and I know that. And I have ups and downs, and I'm sure everybody does.
Yeah.
I know that it's more common to talk about men's mental health and mental health as a whole, but she deals with me at my worst, and that's not easy for anyone. And I really am thankful that she has been willing to put up with that, and that she is so supportive of me, and she's just been a beautiful person, and more than I deserve and better than I deserve, and I'm thankful for every day I get to spend with her. And I'm really thankful for my friend group, because without you guys, I would be a very lonely butthole. I at least get to share my buttholeness. How do you say that?
Buttholeness?
Buttholishness
Yeah.
is what I want to say.
Either way, it sounds
I
dirty.
share that with you guys, and we're all pretty equal on that front. We're all a bunch of buttholes.
Yeah, that's why we get along
and
so well.
silly, and we support each other and take care of each other and care about each other's ups and care about each other's downs, and I'm very thankful of that. And I may not always do a great job of showing all of you how important you all are, but our friend group is a pretty large group, and I'm very, very thankful for all of you.
Man.
And that's my answer.
Well, I wish you let me go first because my answer cannot trump that answer, buddy. There's no way. I'm thankful for your wife for putting up with your butt too.
She's a good woman, man.
She is, man. She's the greatest. Of course, I'm thankful for my child as well. I'm thankful for Megan, her kids. It's been a great blessing for them to come in my life. It's been fun. Used to I would just drink all weekend. Now I just drink all week, and no, I'm kidding. No, it just like the other night, man. she got a little Airbnb somewhere, and so I was like, all right, I'll come spend the night with you there. And I grilled some pork chops on the grill, and made some asparagus and some shrimp, threw that on the grill as well. And we ate that, and we watched about 6 episodes of In the Heat of the Night.
With Carol O'Connor.
Yeah. And Hugh O'Connor, Alan Autry, Howard Rollins, all those guys.
Well, I wasn't going to get that deep on everybody, show my age, but
Well, you are 50.
I'm 50.
Not a day over. But just sitting there and what such a simple night where normally I would what's up, Roy Manger? I would be which don't get me wrong, I still drink now, but I would be somewhere in
I'll take a drink.
I'll take a drink. I will not freebase. I ain't based. But it was such a simple, easy night, fun, just sitting there, and I'm thankful for her for that. Thankful for her with her unconditional love, putting up with my buttholishness sometimes. So I'm just thankful for that, and definitely, like you said, piggyback on everything you said, really. Our friend group is second to none of anyone in the whole complete circle. The Everyday Joes, the Common Johns, the people on the way, the people we met at Common John. We've made some really good friends the past 8 years doing this, for sure. Just like, you take like Roy Mangrum there, who just chimed in on the Facebook live feed. Jimmy Newton,
Gert,
Jim,
all the Common John boys.
Yep, Hector. Hector's all the way down to Tampa, man. Watches us every week, and I'm thankful for all that. All the people that enjoy watching and
Apache Jericho.
Yes.
And all the bands we've met.
Yeah.
Bryce and
Yeah.
Bull. We think Bull all the time, but a lot of times Bull is overlooked. Just there's a lot to be thankful for in this group, like you said.
Yeah, man. It's this time of year. I usually, I think a lot of not just me, a lot of people just reflect about the year they had, what they can do better, what they're looking forward to. We've learned some lessons this year. Personally, professionally, everything else, and just good reflection time, and it's a great time to figure out what we're grateful for, and I think we have a lot to be. Our significant others are, and that's the thing we've talked about a lot, but the significant others of everybody in our core group are way better than we are. Like, it is amazing that we talk those people into marrying or dating us. It is insane.
Talk about pulling the wool over some eyes.
They ain't got a clue. So I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity that the Rooster gives us every week to be on the radio. Thankful for that Facebook has not kicked us off yet, and YouTube. I don't think YouTube will. But I'm thankful for all that. Thankful for all you guys for supporting us this year. We had a big year. A lot of big guests on this year. In the past year, we've had Smo on, we've had Brad Lee on. We had 300th episode. Probably more views this year than we've ever had. So it's a lot to be thankful, and it's because of y'all guys out there and our significant others who support us. Let us come play radio once a week, and don't complain about it. And
Sometimes look forward to it.
yeah,
Well, I can't wait for Thursday.
yeah.
Oh, you got podcasts tomorrow, don't you? I almost forgot. No, you didn't. You've been planning this all
Hey,
week.
y'all gonna start doing Tuesday shows again anytime soon? I think y'all really need to. Yeah, man. I think I speak for everybody on the show. We are thankful for you guys for watching. Even if you're not watching it live, listen to it on the Rooster app. Listen to us on the radio in the gas stations.
Any of your time that you give to us, we appreciate.
Oh, absolutely. Because time, most valuable.
The
currency in the world.
absolute most valuable commodity there is. It's not a commodity.
Oh, it's expensive though. Costs a lot. So with that being said, guys, happy Thanksgiving. Look there, Neil. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Hope y'all get your bellies full. I would say don't overeat, but I'm going to, so everybody else going to as well.
Giddy up.
Giddy. So gonna have a good Thanksgiving season this year. I'm fired up for it, ready to go. Tooth, thanks for being here. Thanks for going all out on that.
Listen, man, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for being emotional about it.
Shouldn't
I'm
be.
not sorry for feeling what I was saying. Thank you for giving me the platform to do so. I think that the best thing I can take away from tonight is to try to remember to thank those that I want to thank tonight on a regular basis.
Yes, absolutely. And that's been weighing on me. We'll talk more after the show. That's weighing on me heavily here lately, for sure. For sure. But guys, you guys out there, y'all have a great, safe, happy Thanksgiving. Eat all the food. Tooth, thanks for being here, my man.
Thanks for having me, Travis.
Appreciate it. But
Travis, I want to say thank you again for being able to put this on and make things happen.
yeah, hey, you know what? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I should have said you're welcome.
My
but that's
pleasure.
fine. All right, appreciate it, guys.
I holla.